Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for the sign of Cancer for the month of December 2018. Welcome, Cancer. This is your set of messages for negotiating the month of December. The energy around your situation is the Queen of Pentacles. You should be feeling grounded. Perhaps everyone's coming to your house on Christmas. People coming back from different parts of the world or the country to be home for the celebration of Christmas. For the Christian people, for the other people, it's just general feeling grounded in your home and environment. It's a very nice card, the Queen of Pentacles, especially for the water signs. This is where you are right now, Cancer. The Empress. Wonderful. Abundance coming through. Maybe there's interest in Cancer. And the Empress is sort of very connected. It's the mother card. So maybe there's something with our mothers, connected to our mothers. She's always at the head of the family, the matriarch, the provider of love, abundance of all that is good. So great things for you, Cancer. What's brought that upon you is Seven of Swords. So if you've been wondering or worried or not feeling good about yourself or situations, suspicious thoughts about people, just ground yourself and know that everything's okay. Don't get in your head too much, Cancer. It doesn't suit you people. You're intuitive people. That mind energy sometimes can throw us off, especially when you've got really beautiful female energy icons of the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles coming in. Just check that mindset of yours. Let's see what's behind it all. So what's been happening recently? Yeah, you're a bit tired. Ten of Wands. Busy year, spreading yourself a bit thin, as usual. We all do that these days. Taking a bit of a break. Reassessing what's happened this year, what you've achieved this year. But yeah, it's been a busy year. It's been a very, universally, it's been very up and down year. Lots of different planets moving in and out and all over the place, affecting us. Recent influences we have the Seven of Wands or rods. So there we are. Very challenging energy recently. Standing up for yourself too. Another seven, so don't give up. Just stand up for what you believe in challenging situations and environments. Say your piece. Yeah, but quite challenging recently. But that's okay. Feel grounded as well as was your energy around. Just feel grounded and know that all you have to do is stand up for yourself and move on through these situations. Usually Seven of Rods will talks about work situations. So all you have to do there is be quite vocal when you have to be. Say your piece. Don't back down. And if there's other people involved with this Seven of Swords, people that you feel are rocking the boat a bit of opposition there, well, stand up and sort it out. Don't be afraid to sort it out, because there's always that energy around too. People are sort of, that you may be suspicious of. You need to confront it so you can move on. Let's see the lesson you'll be learning. Okay, if you're waiting on any news, we have the Page of Wands or Rods, lots of news coming in. So if you're waiting on news to come through, it's coming. And it's good, and it's action, it's forward moving, it's creative. So there's no need to really buy into this mind energy, really, of the Seven of Swords. When you can confront it and move on, then you can definitely start moving on with new beginnings with the Page of Wands. So anything that you're waiting on should come through this month. Near future, second week of December, we have Strength. So yep, doing well, moving through, confronting things and moving on, saying what you feel, counteracting this suspicious sort of perhaps group of people or one person that's giving you a bit of a run for your money. Have the strength to confront it, deal with it, and then it's gone and done and dusted. Then you don't have to worry, but you'll be fine. You just have to speak your truth. That's all there is for that. Let's have a look. What's happening you're not realising? Yeah, the Devil, feeling a bit stuck. And indeed, perhaps, yeah, there is some undercurrents at work or with family, or you know what it is yourself personally. So, different approach, different result. So just move through that. Moderate your behaviour if you feel that it's yourself that you're struggling with different aspects that you don't particularly like about yourself, overindulging in some way. Just try and moderate it and speak up about it and be honest with yourself about it and move on. But you have to confront it, and you can. And we're human, we're all the same. We've all got something we don't like about ourselves and that we constantly have to work on. It's not easy, but it can be done and overcome. So you'll be fine, Cancer. How other people see you. Seven of Cups, what are you being idealistic about, Cancer? It's not an idealistic world. Seven of Cups talks about really having those rose-coloured glasses on, and this is how others are seeing you, perhaps, with your intuitive side. They're sort of thinking or seeing you as a person that's very idealistic, wanting everything to work out nicely for everybody, but sometimes it's just not the case. And especially when you get the Seven of Cups, and this is how other people see you. So this may be why you feel this opposition around. So you've just got to sort of take that into account as well, and modify maybe a bit. Be a bit more realistic about things. We'd all like everything to be lovely and Hollywood, but it isn't. So maybe that's the problem with the Seven of Cups, just moderating that, not being so sort of, not green, but just realising that reality sometimes is necessary, and there are people around that are not the same as us, so we've got to take that into account. It's not a fairy tale really, is it? So keep that in mind too, Cancer, this month, just to moderate that a bit and be a bit more realistic, that not everyone's going to have the same point of view as you about a subject. With family members too, just there's always going to be one or two that speak up, but as long as you speak your truth and accept that everyone's got a different perspective, you can move on and not get upset by outcomes or behaviours of certain people, and accept that everyone is different. Positive feelings. Page of Cups. Beautiful Page of Cups. No, sorry. Yes, Five of Cups. Sorry. Timing. So if things haven't worked out well in some point, relationship-wise, family-wise, just know that this is a time of year where you can sort of try a different way of approaching it, as we've spoken about, and just move forward with it. Maybe there has been difficulties in the past, but you can sort of try and modify things to make it easier to get on with certain people emotionally. Five of Cups talks about disappointment too with emotions. So yeah, and this is obviously there for a reason, isn't it? Positive feelings. There is a bit of disappointment, but just move through it. Maybe the timing will be right this December to sort of fix those issues and just move on and accept people for who they are and their points of view. Quite a nice card too. People coming back from the past too often. I interpret Five of Cups. Maybe people want to apologise for past arguments or fallout, so it's a nice time to be able to sort them out and move forward with the Five of Cups. Very apt for the Christmas period, really. Time of forgiveness. Final outcome. The High Priestess. Keep your own counsel. Keep things within to yourself. Interesting journey, so I feel like you're going to overcome some things, some issues this month, and just come away from it at the end of the year thinking, well, you know, I didn't say anything. There's no point in saying anything. I just accept and move forward. So really keeping things close to your chest, especially with family members. You can't change people. We just accept them. But a nice energy to finish the month with, nevertheless. Just going to put additional cards on the Seven of Swords, which is that suspicious energy that's around for you, influencing this reading. And then one on this Seven of Cups, which is other people seeing you as a bit idealistic, or, you know, rose-coloured glasses, wanting everything to be perfect when it's not. Okay, so underneath the Seven of Swords, we have this female energy, the Queen of Swords. So clarity. She can be quite difficult sometimes, this Queen of Swords, but she's like that because of her life experience. So, yeah, she says she's quite blunt, but that's all right too. You just have to listen and say, yeah, that's her. But she is like that because that's how life's dealt things up for her. But she's quite acute in what she says. So she probably says things that you don't particularly like. Just take it on board. They're her thoughts. So she might be, or he might be, whoever this person is. You just have to sort of say to yourself, well, those things belong to her. She's entitled to that opinion. But she's good, like all people. She's got a good and a bad side. Let's see what other people see you underneath Seven of Cups. The idealistic, seeing things through the coloured glasses. We have the Hermit. So yeah, just sit back and watch. Be the wise one. Just nod your head and agree. It's that time of year. Stand back and just assess the situation, especially if it's familial, families getting together. There's always an element of this where we need to sort of say nothing and stand back. So it's perfect, really. Okay, Cancer, let's have a look. Your guidance card for the month of December. Patience. At the end of the way is freedom. Till then, patience. Patience is a fine, noble quality. It implies that everything is possible in the timeless of space and being. And a deep knowingness reminds you that nothing can fail you but your own impatience. So, perfect, really. Perfect card to have at this time of year. And with your reading, Pisces, just be patient. Be wise. Keep things to yourself, and you'll have a lovely month. Thank you very much, Cancer.